Scouters, my name is Harry Fisk, and I am the Roundup Chair for the Middle Tennessee Council. And this is Dylan Theg, our Council's Director of Field Service. First of all, I want to say thank you for your time and volunteering with Scouts. This is an important program, and we're really excited about the Roundup this year, so we're gonna talk about that. I guess first of all, we want to align on the approach, right, Dylan, on how we're going to conduct the Roundup this year. And I want to point out that there's a marketing theme that we have. We have unit programs, school talk, sign-up nights, and also a lot of support that we have for our new leaders. And I'll hand it over to Dylan to tell us more about the specifics.
Thank you, Harry, and thank you all again for everything you're doing for scouting in your communities. Really excited about the impact that we're making. Scouting's alive and well in Middle Tennessee Council, and we're really pumped up about what we've got working for this fall. We're going to start by covering some of the general items that are going to be important to the unit leadership and what you'll need to be sharing with your district representatives. We've got our district and council calendars available for you on the council website at mtcbsa.org. And we'll be asking for you to also please provide your unit calendar to your executive so that they can share any specific items that are really exciting that your unit is doing there with your school in your community. Then we also have our top 40 list. This is a document that helps show some of the key items that we're able to work together to do to ensure that we accomplish each of the important marketing areas for each individual school in the lead up to the sign-ups. The council will provide the staff all the materials for the top 10 items on the top 40 list. And then if the unit is able to do 5 of the items that are in the other 30, then we'll really give ourselves the best opportunity for success and market that community as best as we possibly can. Really, at the end of the day, what we want to make sure is that every single family in that community knows that the Scout sign-up is going to be on Tuesday night at the elementary school at 6:30. And so when we work together with the key items, we'll be able to get that done. All right, well, with those items covered, I'll hand it over to Harry to talk about the fall recruitment resources that we have available to you.
All right, thanks, Dylan. So this year's fall recruitment theme is Adventure Hunters. We will be handing out Middle Tennessee Council Carabiners and Adventure Hunters coins to our new Cub Scouts joining and Hot Sparks to our new Scouts BSA members. We are especially excited about this year's theme because it will be the first time it'll be incorporated with our Fall Cub Scout activities. Following our Cub Scout sign-up nights, we'll have shooting sport days scheduled throughout the council to give the new Scouts an opportunity to use a BB gun, bows and arrows, and that'll keep their excitement going as these packs kind of come up to speed. We'll have these events where the Scouts can earn additional Adventure Hunter coins, and they can use those as prizes when they attend Cub and Family Weekends. So pretty cool. I'll hand it back over to Dylan to cover the specific resources.
Thank you, Harry. Yeah, we're really excited about the theme this year and the fact that Adventure Hunter, it's something that'll be a lot of fun to get a lot of excitement behind, and so really optimistic about what we'll all be able to do together with this theme. But as usual, the council will be purchasing all of our normal static materials, the banners, yard signs, posters, stickers, flyers, all of the above. Everything that we need, we're going to have them ready. We've got enough posters and yard signs to be able to put them up at every corner in your neighborhood. So anybody that wants them or can help us put them out, that'll be greatly appreciated. But of course, just like every year, our staff will be there to get those signs out in the school area and in the car pickup lines, so we make sure that the families know that we're coming. Our flyer this year for Cub Scouts is going to be a treasure map, something that is in the works right now, something we're really excited about, and it's right in line with our theme of adventure hunters. Our physical marketing items are all going to be geared towards driving parents to our council website. And on our site, there's a button where you click Join Now, and you can find out about your unit and also find information about your school's sign-up night. And so it gives the parent the flexibility there. Then lastly, we'll have a few JPEGs and other documents that'll be ready for you all to share on your Facebook account, and especially on your neighborhood accounts in the lead up to your sign-up night. And then we'll also be continuing our Facebook geofencing and everything that we've done over the past few years, and paying a little bit of money to be able to get our brand out there in the community in the lead up to our sign-up nights. I know if we all work together in the lead up, we're going to be able to see some great results all throughout the council this fall. All right, with that, I'll hand it back over to Harry to share a little bit more about our support and for our current and newly recruited leaders.
Thanks, Dylan. So one of the great resources that we have available for you is an online Cub Masters kit. I know when I was a new Cub Master, I was struggling to figure out how does this program work? How do I keep it fun and interesting? And now Council has a unified themed Cub Master kit that's available for you to access online. It has a calendar of events that's tailored specifically to your district. So maybe your district is all going to Cub and Family one weekend, or there's a specific theme. So you may tailor your events and the fun things that you're doing with the Scouts to those themes within the council and within the district. So please take advantage of finding that online. And then the other thing I would say is that July is going to be our Scout Service to Schools month. And we are, the schools are so important to our success, and this is our chance to give back. So this is your chance as a PAC to go and initiate beautification projects, to paint some of the classrooms. I encourage you to talk to the principal and find out what is it that they need. Sometimes they need mulch thrown down, they need some plants, they need some cleanup done, and and during the year you can start off with a flag ceremony. I found that the kids usually like that. So you can teach them the proper etiquette with how to unfold a flag, how to raise a flag, and everybody loves that. So again, July, I would urge you to reach out to the principals in the schools in your market, find out what you can do for them. Hopefully they will reciprocate when it comes time for us to do that roundup, and they'll let us come in for the school talks and really make, open the doors up so that we can come in and have a successful recruiting. All right, Dylan.
All right, that's perfect. The importance of Scout Service to School can't be overstated, and so that'll be a really big item coming up in the summer months. But we'll be conducting our unit assessments. They're going on right now. So hopefully you've heard from somebody from your district committee, from your membership team, or from your district executive about making sure that we know when you would like to have your sign-up night, and probably more importantly, what night you don't want to have it on. And those that have been around the block for a bit, you remember we do our sign-ups on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights. But if you all normally have meetings on Tuesday nights and you request to have it not be on that night, that's exactly what you can communicate with your district executive during these unit assessments. But as well, if you do need to get information about your district executive or your district leadership, we've got a link on our webpage that's the Contact Us link. You can just click that on the home page, and you'll be able to see the phone number and email for your executive to set up a time to be able to talk. We also have an example unit assessment document that's there on the council website if you'd like to look it over and be able to understand what it is that we want to talk through with you. Our communication is going to be key in this coordinated recruitment season. And so in addition to the unit assessment, there's a few things that I want to touch on real quick that are very important for you as a unit leader to wrap up, get taken care of in the lead up to the August and September timeframe for our big push. The first thing is be a scout. That's where the general public, they can go to that website, it's beascout.org, they can type in their zip code, and then they see your unit pop up. The really important thing is that you have the information accurate on there. Whoever you want to have as your contact person, whoever that is with your unit, make sure that they understand the importance of quick response and following up. And you've got that ability to update that online and as well on our council webpage. On that same Join Now, when you scroll down to the bottom, it gives you a tutorial on how to update if you've never done it before. So really straightforward. Then the next item will be our fall recruitment tracker. This is how our staff keep ourselves coordinated and following the dates. You all as unit leaders are going to have access to that as well. That's been a very positive element of what we started last year. And so that will be beginning to populate in the next upcoming weeks. And so you'll see that very soon. And then also flyer management. The flyers are so important because your contact information as the person with the individual unit is going to be on that flyer that's handed out to every kid in the school. So making sure that we have the right name, the right phone number, the right email, all of the above, that's going to be really critical in that communication piece and the lead up to when we deliver that flyer. Then I want to share just real quick what to expect from your council staff representative. And number one, they are going to be, they're going to be the contact to the principal, but they're going to try their best to get it on the date that you request. But at the end of it all, the principal is the one that is the end-all be-all with when they say that we're coming into the school. And so if the date doesn't fit perfectly into what it is that you've requested, just work with us. Again, we're going to do our best to get that date in line, but that'll be, at the end of it, all up to the principal in having the final say. Then our executives will be communicating a month out from the individual sign-up night, and then again about a week out from the sign-up night, because they're going to be taking the yard signs, the banners, all of the items 7 days ahead of your individual school talk and really blanketing the school and the community with our marketing materials. And we're all committed to following that plan. But that communication between yourself as a unit leader and your executive will be really important in making sure that we market your school as best we can. Then one thing that we always like to request is that we have a singular source of communication to the principals. Our staff are the ones that are going to be going into the schools and doing the school talk during the day. And so the principal really needs to feel comfortable with that person that's coming. And so my request, it's not going to happen all the time. There's going to be private schools and different things where we're going to need your help to really open that door 100% for us. But for the vast majority of the time, we really want our executive to be that singular source of communication to the principal. If you are able to give introductions and kind of grease the wheels for us, we really value that. But as well, it's great to check up on the district executive on a daily basis, even in terms of what their update with the principal is. But let's stick with that singular source of communication as best we can. And then as well, online on YouTube, we've got an example school talk. I'll be updating that one once we have all of our marketing items and themes set in stone. And you'll be able to see that, but even as of right now, you can look at the general school talk on YouTube to kind of give you an understanding of how it flows. two main things that are helpful from your unit is helping your district executive understand what the big event coming up is. If you're going to the Huntsville Space Station, if you all are going to the Sounds Night, if you're going to the Titans football game, anything, whatever it is that you all have planned as that big event, being able to communicate that with your executive so that they can highlight that is real helpful. Then also, if there's anything that you want them to not include, that's also very helpful for the executive to know before they go into the school talk. So in that month leading up, even right now when we're doing the unit assessments or even the week beforehand, communication is key so that we can all be able to work together and have a good recruitment. Then the last item on the school talks is exactly what we're going to be doing for the Scouts BSA recruitments for our troop. Mostly the middle schools. We're going to have some high schools that we're communicating with as well. But the really productive side that we've seen over the past few years is for our executives to coordinate with the school system, and we're going to play a video in homeroom, and then they're going to go in during lunch and let the kids know all the cool things that they get to do in the troop program, and then hand out flyers to be able to come to an information meeting on Zoom. And in that meeting, they're going to find out where your troop meets and all the different information that they need about the general understanding of scouting. Then from there, they're going to be instructed to attend your individual troop meeting. At that point, that's when they would be getting signed up. You would be getting them the specific information about your individual troop. As much help as you can be within that recruitment program this coming fall is going to be very important. Communication, letting the executives know exactly what you want the community to know about your troop, all of the above there is going to be very helpful for us to have added success to our Scouts BSA recruitment in the fall. Now that we've covered our important communication elements and how our school talk will be accomplished, I'll share the plan for our sign-up nights. So first off is exactly what the council will be providing. Those normal items of the parent orientation guide, our den leader guide, the PowerPoint presentation, all the applications, and our general setup items and organization for those sign-ups. So all of those will be provided by the council. Then what we're asking for the unit to provide is the key leaders in uniform. That's so important. We've got to make sure that we have the individuals there in uniform to help the families feel comfortable about signing up as new leaders. We've seen that the more people we have in uniform, the more likely new parents will agree to help out. So a really key and important item there. Then your unit calendar, I'll mention that one again, to make sure that you got that ready. And as well, if you let us know with a little bit of notice to the sign-up night, we will be able to print that calendar for as many number of families as we're anticipating being there. Then also your unit key contact list. Phone numbers, emails for all of the key individuals within your scouting unit. And then regular meeting dates, times, and locations. That information, again, we can print that in the calendar and we can have that ready for the sign-up night, but it's so important because it shows that we're organized. It lets those families know that there's a plan in place and here are the dates. They can put it up on the refrigerator and have that ready for their fall activities that are coming up. Then during the Cub Scout sign-up itself, we're going to cover very general information. The reality is those families are going to forget half of the things that we talk about there. They're coming in, they're just trying to get their child signed up, so we don't need to tell every single aspect of how scouting works. And so what we'll do is have 15 minutes of general information at the beginning, then 30 minutes of den formation. That's so important. We have to make sure that, especially for those kindergarten tiger dens that are coming up, the lion tiger dens, we make sure that those dens have enough committed adults to where they are able to function well. And we've got to take as much time as needed for that den formation. And we've seen that if we spend about 30 minutes on it, then we're going to be in good shape. And then about 15 minutes for checkout after we're done. But the unit leader is going to have about a 5-minute block where you'll be able to share the specifics of your pack. Please make sure that we keep it to that 5 minutes, because if we try to share too much, it's going to eat into that den formation time. And as we all know, it's so critical to the success of Cub Scouting that we spend that time forming the individual dens. Then we'll spend whatever time that you can spend on helping with handling objections. There's 2 main objections. The first one is time. And we don't say that it's 1 hour a week, but we do say that if they spend about 3 hours a week, 1 hour planning over the weekend, the hour before the meeting, getting the items together for that individual meeting, and then the hour of the den meeting, if they spend that time, their den's going to function really well. And so we make sure that they understand that it's manageable. They're not having to commit any extreme amount of time, but they can commit a little bit, and then it's going to mean a lot to their child because that's time well spent. And so whatever help you can be in handling that reservation, that's the main one. The second reservation of knowledge, there's a lot of people that say, I just don't know anything about Scouts, I've never camped before. That's okay. It's really easy. We've handled all of that for you. We have our Den Leader tips and tricks. And when they receive the Den Leader guidebook, it lets them know all of the different adventures that they are able to go through. And there's 5-minute videos that are tied to those. They're able to click them, go through that with our website. They can actually even scan a QR code on their phone and it takes them to the videos. So real straightforward, really easy, and it handles the knowledge aspect of their concerns and reservations there. But please make sure that you don't deviate from the plan. It's tried and true plan. We know that this works. It'll be able to help us to form the dens in the best way possible. But let's just stick to this and know that at the end of it, we're going to have stronger individual dens because of being able to be on the same page and sticking to the plan. Then as well, this year we have an expanded element that was last year of our pilot for the Customer Relationship Management Database. Really excited about that. It worked out really well. It was a QR code that we had the families scan when they came in, and they shared their information about themselves, their child, what grade they're in, what school they go to. And then following the sign-up night, we shared that information with you. And then as well, we were able to send specific emails directly to the families about what it is that they needed to do in whether they've signed up or in how they could sign up if they haven't yet joined. And we saw a really significant increase in the number of what we call follow-ups in those individuals joining. It's the individuals that didn't fill out the application and sign up that night. And so any help that you can be on the Customer Relationship Database, on that QR code that we have them scan when they come in, any help there is going to be very important for us. Then the last thing on the signups is the Scouts BSA sign-up night and how that's going to function. We already talked about that earlier, but really I want to make sure that you know that we will have that online Zoom information meeting for the Scouts BSA members, but as well in some of the smaller communities, in some of the smaller counties, we'll be sending them to your individual troop meeting. But no matter when they show up to that troop meeting, it's going to be so important for you to make sure your senior patrol leader, your individual patrol leaders, and all of your scouts are welcoming to those new members that are coming in. And make sure that your unit leaders are welcoming to the new families, the new parents that are coming in. Because they're going to be nervous, their kids are going to be nervous, but the better we can do in making them feel comfortable, the more likely they will be to join and stay for the long run. Then the last item is the options in how we'll be able to make the payment following the sign-up night. This is really specific for the Cub Scout side of things, but there's two main routes. You're either going to have the families paid directly to the council, which that's really the easiest route there because we just take the checks back with the applications and then send that payment on to the national office for that fee. Or you're able to have the families paid directly to your unit, but the important thing there is to have the payment ready that night so that the executive or the individual that's running the sign-up night can take the applications and the payment back to the office so that we can get them registered within 2 days of when they signed up. Also, last thing, please remember to sign the applications. It's got to be somebody from your unit. Doesn't have to be the Cub Master, doesn't have to be the Scout Master, but somebody within the unit needs to sign the application accepting them into your scouting program. But please feel free to reach out at any time with any questions regarding any of these items. My door is always open. You can send me an email, you can give me a phone call, you can come in and see me at the Scout office. But whatever we can do to make sure that our lines of communication are open and clear, it's going to be so helpful to us having a great fall recruitment campaign. So with that, I'll hand it back over to Harry to close us out.
All right, thanks, Dylan. I just want to echo what Dylan said and say thank you for your time and effort. I'm so excited about this year's fall recruiting campaign. I know it's going to be a big success. I've got a lot of fun things planned, and I can't wait to see the growth in the membership this fall. So thank you all, and happy scouting.